Hello, my name is Ngozi Okundaye, and as usual, I bring you useful legal tips. Guess what we'll be talking about today? Receiving a job offer can be very exciting. However, care has to be taken not to be too carried away when signing your employment contract. Most contracts can be complex and intimidating, and if you don't understand what you're reading in a contract, then it's time for you to pause and seek legal advice. So when you have an employment contract in front of you, there are certain things you should look out for before you sign. Number one, the job title and duties. The job title and duties stipulated in your employment agreement must match the duties and the job title you originally applied for. If you notice any discrepancies in the duties or the job role you applied for, you should discuss that with the hiring manager before you go ahead to sign the contract. Because once you sign the contract, it will be more difficult to negotiate these things. Number two, that is so important to everybody, salary and benefits. You need to check to be sure that the remuneration package in your contract aligns with the remuneration package you were offered. Some companies have very robust remuneration packages like health insurance, pensions, and other benefits. Some companies also pay bonuses at the end of the year. If you were offered any remuneration package that is not in your contract, don't say you will regularize it later. Discuss it with the relevant authority in the hiring company before you sign the contract. The third thing you will have to look out for in your employment contract is the working hours. Some companies do pay for overtime, while others do not pay for overtime. The bottom line is that you ensure that what you discussed with the hiring manager or the hiring team is what is written in your contract in terms of time. Does the contract expect you to work during weekends or public holidays? Depending on your designation and your sector of work, these requirements may actually be normal. If you will not be happy to put in extra time to work weekends and to work during holidays without extra pay, it is advisable that you discuss it with the hiring manager before you accept the contract. The first thing you should look out for before signing your contract of employment is holidays and leave. It is important that as you work, you take regular breaks to refresh. If you are a woman, and a married woman at that, you should look out for the terms on maternity leave. Some organizations will not extend maternity leave with pay to employees who have worked with the organization for less than certain periods, maybe 6 months or a year. It is usual for employees not to be entitled to certain types of leave until they have passed the probationary period. Finally, look out for restrictive clauses. Now, a lot of people don't bother themselves about restrictive clauses at the beginning of their employment. This is because most often, restrictive clauses don't take effect until after the termination of an employment. Employers often make use of restrictive clauses to protect their businesses, their clients, and other employees. A non-competition clause will prevent you from working for a competitor at the termination of your contract. It may also prevent you from setting up a business that competes with the business of the organization you are working with. A non-solicitation clause will prevent you from poaching the clients and business partners of your employer at the termination of your contract. Finally, a non-poaching clause will prevent a former employee from pulling out other employees from the employment of the organization, either to work for them, to work with them, or to work for other companies or other organizations which they may refer those existing employees to. It is not abnormal for employers to have restrictive clauses in their contracts of employment. Like I said, it is to protect the employer's business, clients, and employees. However, restrictive clauses are often for a period. So do not sign a contract of employment that prevents you in perpetuity from either working with other competitors or opening your own business in future. So, before signing your contract of employment, ensure that the restrictive clause has a definite time frame and that the definite time frame is reasonable. The bottom line is ensure that the restrictive clause is not such that will prevent your career progress in future. So we have come to the end of today's discussion. However, I would like to hear from you. Please drop a comment for me in the comment section. Don't forget to like and share this video. You never know who needs it. So until I come your way again next week, my name remains Ngozi Okundaye, and do enjoy the rest of the week. Bye.